it's almost like I am in a bit of a rut. It's not even that I'm like, oh, I'm so sad, but it's just like, I'm bored. I feel like you actually fail when you give up or when you don't even try. I'd rather say I tried something and failed than not having tried it at all. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're already subscribed. If you're new here, my name is Mera and I make all sorts of videos. A lot of it's self-improvement related, beauty videos, and pole dancing videos. So if you think you'll be interested in any of that, feel free to hit that subscribe button or give me a like. Today's video is going to be one in my video series called Motivation and Makeup Monday. Yes. Doesn't know the name of her own series. Basically what Makeup and Motivation Monday is I basically pick a topic that's kind of inspirational, motivational, just anything that kind of helps you reflect on life, and I get ready at the same time, so I do my makeup and I talk about it. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I kind of want to, excuse me, my computer's playing like something I forgot to turn off. I'm sorry, I really don't know how long that's been going on for. But I was gonna say today's video is going to be kind of different because I actually want to do more of a chill one where it's kind of like a catch-up, but also I want to talk about something that's related to my catch-up. So I'm just gonna get catch-up, just kidding. I'm just gonna get started on my makeup. Today's just gonna be a regular, really basic look. I don't know. As I'm gonna talk about, I don't have a lot of energy, or like, I don't know, something's just off. So basically, I kind of wanted to do a catch-up with you guys on how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, because to be honest, I don't know, I didn't really feel like getting in front of the camera. Like, I don't know. This week has been really, I've been a little off. I don't know what it is, and you know, I had kind of an epiphany of what it could be. Partly the weather, and I know my last video was about embracing winter, but I can't help but, you know, the darkness is gonna affect you. No matter how much I try to embrace winter, my last video was on embracing winter. If you want to check that out, I'll put it here. But it gets dark at around like 3 o'clock here in Norway right now, or at least where I live in Norway. It's worse up north, but it just, I don't know, it's just, I feel like I missed the light, and that might be why. But I also think that I'm feeling a little off because I've been unemployed. Like, I've been out of school now. If you're new here, I've been out of school, out of university. I just graduated like a couple months ago. And I am not in school, I'm not working, and so the only thing that keeps me going kind of is my YouTube channel. But like, I also don't have like friends. I mean, I do, but oh, for fuck's sake, this is not good. If I look really pale, by the way, oh, if you're new here, I've already done my base makeup, like my foundation and stuff, and if I look really pale, I'm trying out a new setting powder. But anyways, what I was saying is, I'm not working, so I don't have, you know, I mean, I try to make a schedule with my YouTube channel, but it's not really that structured. I try to be structured, but I just can't. So I don't have a sense of structure in my life right now. And I also don't have friends that live close to me. They all kind of moved away. I have one friend that lives here, but I'm basically not social, like, at all. So, you know, it's almost like I am in a bit of a rut. It's not even that I'm like, oh, I'm so sad, but it's just like, I'm bored. You know, and I hate saying that, because like, I think life is exciting, and you know, I do love life, but I feel like I'm just bored. And I'm in this tiny small town, I don't have anyone to hang out with. I'm bored. I want something exciting to do. I want to, you know, I don't know, I'm so used to being in school and learning cool concepts, and you know, and I don't know, I'm bored, and I don't know. I almost have lost my spark a bit, I feel, and so that's why I didn't feel like, why am I about to cry? Why am I like this? And that's why I didn't feel like going on camera, because I want to be this. When I'm on camera, it's almost like I want to be, you know, super like happy or something, or like it's not that I have to put on a persona, like I am myself on camera, but it's almost like you in a way put forth the best version of yourself. I'm putting on makeup, for fuck's sake, you can't do this now. And so yeah, like I'm filming this the day before I have to post it, which is tomorrow. Oh no, don't. This is gonna ruin my makeup. But this brings me to the topic of today, which is gonna be failure. Fuck. I just need a minute to get myself together. I'm just gonna continue to do my makeup. But yeah, that brings me to the topic of today's video. Jesus, I had a little moment over there. Which is gonna be failure, because, you know, I just feel like, you know, I have so much time right now to do stuff, and I feel like I'm not doing that much. Like, And I'm trying to like get up earlier, but I keep failing at getting up earlier because I don't know, I have this thing with sleep, you know. I don't talk about this often, but I tend to get really anxious and I feel like I worry a lot and I hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna actually be seeing a psychiatrist soon because like I worry too much and I hate it because I feel like that's not my personality, if that makes sense. And so, no, it's coming back, you know. And it's like, what's I gonna say? Oh yeah, and when I sleep, I don't worry, and that's why I feel like I sleep so much, or like I have problems getting up in the morning, because like the only time I don't like, oh, why am I getting so deep in this video? The only time I don't like worry or like my thoughts aren't racing is when I'm sleeping. And that's not to say that I'm like sad or, you know, I am a generally happy person, you know, so it's hard to talk about this because I feel like it's so conflicting. Anyways, point being, I have this sense of not doing enough, or not, almost like not being good enough, or like almost like I'm failing, like I could be doing more. But I wanted to talk about failure partly to give myself a pep talk. So this is almost more, I'm trying to treat this video as a therapeutic video for myself and for you guys. It might help you guys too. Hopefully, I hope that me being vulnerable and open can help someone accept their own failure or their own feeling of not being good enough or whatever. I feel weird about opening about the fact that I worry a lot because I hate it about myself, or I really don't like it. I shouldn't say hate, but, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm this negative person or like whatever. I don't know. I hope you guys understand. I may worry a lot, but I have a good perspective on things still. I don't know how to explain that. And, you know, I really do love life, and I think life is fucking crazy. Like, how is this a thing? Like, how am I even alive? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. You can be a worrier but still love life, you know? And, you know, or I would say anxiety. Like, I feel like I might have an anxiety disorder. But I don't want to say that. That's why I say I'm a worrier instead of saying I have anxiety. But you can you know, you can have an anxiety disorder and love life and, you know, be a great person. You know, not saying I haven't been diagnosed, like I said, but anyways. So I've been off is the point. I just have been off. I feel like it might be a combination of not working, not having friends here, and it being dark. Just saying dark makes me cry. And you know, that's not to say I'm hypocritical considering my last video. Like, I still try to embrace winter. Why do I say winter all the time? And yeah, I just, it literally fucks with her biology though. The darkness, like, I need to start taking vitamin D because, okay, continuing. Oh, I'm just, you know, getting over being sick. So my mom keeps saying that, you know, you don't realize how much being sick actually takes a toll on you. Whatever. Point being, I want to talk about failure! Why do I keep rambling? If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're the real. You're the real. And what is that, MVP or something? But, what was I gonna say? Yeah. Okay, I actually have a little bit of notes. They're all messed up. So, you know, take that as you may. This is a video, like I said, mostly for my own therapeutic pep-talking myself. So, I want to talk about failure. I want to get away from my own personal offness lately, because I want to myself learn from this and move on now that it's a new week, or today's technically Sunday for me, but you know, I want to set the mood right for myself, and hopefully this helps you guys. So we talk about failure as if it's only like a negative thing, like, oh, I failed a test, and I mean, I guess that is kind of negative, but failure, you know, there's this quote that goes something like, if you haven't failed at something, you've never tried anything new. So there's this whole idea that failure is almost inevitable if you're trying new things. You know, I kind of talk about this in my video on how to start a YouTube channel. You can check it out here if you want. Where I say, you know, you're gonna be shit at the beginning, no matter what you try. You know, you're gonna fail at things in life, especially when you're trying new things and trying to do good in life. So, you know, for example, me now, I'm in the situation where I'm done my degree, I'm waiting to get approval of my degree in Norway, which is taking forever, so I can't apply for any jobs until I get that approval. You know, I might feel like I'm like failing right now because I'm not doing anything, but at the same time, it's like a learning curve for me to like get to know myself and like not be doing things all the time. And even though it might feel like failure to me right now, I have all this time to reflect on my life and like reflect on me and my experiences the past years, because I've always been go, 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 and something might feel like failure, but I mean, yeah, maybe it is. You know what, actually, I I think failure, you don't truly fail until you give up. That's what I think, you know. So, you know, with me getting up in the morning or trying to get up early and it not working and blah blah blah, like, I'm not gonna truly fail at that until I give up. I mean, I have kind of given up a bit. But where was I even going with that? Let's see what I have here. Yeah, basically, you know, we have this idea in society that failure is just solely negative. And, you know, in my channel, you'll see a lot of my content is based around there not being a black and white thing, like picture of things. So nothing is solely bad or solely good. If you want to watch my video on contrast, I'll put that here. That was also a Motivation Makeup Monday video. But, you know, it's not, failure isn't solely negative. I feel like you learn more when you fail at things and when you're down, and, you know, like I might feel a bit like a failure right now. I learn more from those times than I do from when things are just good and I'm like doing good in life. And I also heard this thing, some motivational speech. You know what? I gotta do my eyeliner, guys, and then I'll continue. Oh god, the battery is like going low. I think I'm gonna drop eyelashes, like false eyelashes today. Oh, by the way, my cat's in the background. Hi! That's why the bed isn't made properly. Okay, this looks so uneven. Like, I can't. Like, what is going on? At this point, I don't care if it looks uneven. One thing I just realized I forgot to say is that one of the reasons why I had an off week is because I finally saw a physiotherapist. And I'm not gonna get into it, but, you know, if you know about my injury or possible injury, I'll put a video up here where I explain a bit more about it. I got some bad news regarding that, and so that kind of set me a bit off down a bad train of thought. This is why I feel stupid for taking that and running with it, because it might not even be the case. Like, I'm thinking worst case scenario in my head, but I can't help it because I love pole dancing so much, you know. And I don't think people understand that. Jesus. Leave Brittany alone. I just feel stupid. I'm like crying over pole dancing. And also, like, let's just do mascara. Also, I like was gonna have this whole new, like, it was a new month and all this stuff, and then I just felt like I didn't follow through on any of it, like, right away. But yeah, anyways, what I was gonna say is that I heard this quote somewhere that said practice is basically controlled failure. So, you know, when you're practicing things, like if you look at some of my pole dancing fails, which I'm gonna post a video in the future on, but I'll put some here. You know, I fail so many times before I actually perfect a move and I can do a move perfectly in pole dancing. Like, practice is controlled failure. So, you know, sure, I'm failing the moves when I'm practicing it, but then eventually all that failure builds up to become something great. But that's when you learn from your failure and you don't give up. If I gave up after, you know, first time trying a move in pole dancing, that would be like pure failure. Like, you know what I mean? So take anything in life, like, you know, I actually ended up dropping a class once, and that was over $1,000 I spent on one class. So I literally just threw away that amount of money, but I decided to take it as a learning experience. I took way too many classes at once, and so I was overworked and I wasn't getting good grades in that one class, and I was like, I'm never gonna do that again. Like, I'm not gonna overwork myself because I'm not superhuman. And so that's what I learned from that. You learn a lot more, like I said, from failing. And it just matters that you don't, one, give up, two, not sit and reflect on your failure and just, like, you know, that's kind of a running theme in everything in life and in my videos, is take time to reflect on things, because if you just let things kind of come in and go out, come in one ear and go out the other, or, you know, go in one realm of your experience and out or whatever, you're not really human in a way, I feel, because you're not actually taking time to use your brain and reflect on it. I don't know. Not that being human is the best thing in the world. And so now I want to move on to, I also took a bit of notes. I took like not that many notes, but I wanted to try to do a little bit preparation. I want to talk about fear of failure, because that kind of relates to our view of failure as something just negative and something you want to avoid at all costs. If you have a better view, like I just described, of failure, you won't have fear of failure. And the reason why you don't want to have fear of failure is because a lot of people don't start things because of a fear of failure. They're like, well, I'm just gonna fail, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna be successful in this, so why would I even try? That is one of the worst attitudes one can have when it comes to failure. Like, I don't know, like, because then you don't even try. That's another thing. I feel like you actually fail when you give up or when you don't even try. I'd rather say I tried something and failed than not having tried it at all. I feel like I heard that exact quote somewhere. But it's true. Like, I'd rather have tried and failed something, or quote unquote failed something, than not trying at all. Because to me, my true failure would be giving up or not trying something at all, something that I wanted to try. So, you know, even with pole dancing now, if I really have fucked up and I can't pole dance, I will make a video on more details in the future. At least I did pole dance and I tried pole dancing, you know. If I never, you know, at least I tried, at least I did it, at least I experienced it, I went through it. That's the same view I have on relationships, you know. Some people are so scared of it going bad that they end up sabotaging it, or they don't even want to try it at all. I'd rather have loved and, you know, have a broken heart at the end and learn from that and grow from that and have had those experiences than not having tried at all. A fear of failure is one of the most toxic attitudes one can have, or mindsets, and I think we all have it. I feel like it's like our, almost like our lizard brain. I got that from someone else, like our ego or something trying to protect us from failing. But really, we need to kind of override that system and try anyways, because no one great, like, has never failed. Like, if you haven't failed, you haven't tried something new, is another quote. I don't know if I saw it. This is full of quotes. But I will also link some motivational videos in the description. Point being that a fear of failure often holds us back from doing what we want to do in life. I gotta do my bottom line mascara. This isn't gonna work while talking. So I guess in trying to conclude this video, I would say to you and to myself, if you've had off week where you feel like you've just, you know, you feel a bit discouraged, like I know I just feel like I keep, you know, planning on like doing things and, you know, being better and being this better version of myself, and I keep failing at it. That's the feeling I've sat with this whole week. You know, I want to say to myself and to you, it matters just that you don't give up and that you keep going anyways. And, you know, even if you fail next week, at least try, you know, at least try to make your to-do list and try to do things. And, you know, I think it's really important too to forgive yourself for this past week if you've been feeling down, feel like you haven't gotten things gotten things done that you want to get done. You know, for me, that's the hardest part, because I always want to be hyper productive, and I really struggle with taking breaks and, you know, being kind to myself. And you know what? You have to be able to move on, recover from a week of feeling like shit, basically. You have to be able to, you don't have to, but I want to be able to take that and take this experience and be like, you know what, next week is going to be better. What I think I'm going to do different next week though is I'm not going to try to be as hyper productive as I tried this week, because I think I set too many expectations for myself, and that's why I now have, you know, felt very unaccomplished and like a failure. So, you know, I was gonna, you know, with my YouTube channel, I wanted to be like, oh, I want to do like more like Christmas videos and do like 3 times a week. And you know what? That would be nice, and I'm sure you guys would like that. But like, I feel like I really need to take care of myself in these winter months. I feel like I kind of forgot how much the winter actually affects me, especially with my video that I made last week. I'm like, you know, I do still stand by, you know, trying to embrace winter, and I try my best to do that, but it still inevitably does affect me. It really does affect me. Every winter I do feel the effect of winter, as I think a lot of people do, especially in northern countries like Norway. And so I just need to be kinder to myself, and I would suggest you do the same. Try to change your view on failure and times where you don't feel productive, because you know what? Guess what? Guess what, bitch? You're human. I'm human. We're not always going to be on. I'm not always gonna be like super excited to film, and that's another thing. I felt so like, you know, usually I am really excited to film, but when you're feeling down, getting in front of a camera can be hard, and like you do kind of want to be a bit more on when you're on camera, you know. I don't want to be like super monotone and like sad all the time, you know. That's why I felt like today was a good compromise, where I did that, you know, I was honest with you guys about how I'm feeling, but I'm still gonna be reflective and try to like talk about failure because that's how I've been feeling this week. And that's just life. I'm fucking human, okay? And so are you. And I think we forget that. We live in such a hyper-productive, workaholic society that whenever we're not productive and we're not feeling our best and, you know, we're not this fucking robot, it's like, oh my god, I'm a failure. I'm like the worst person in the world, or like everyone's doing so much better than me. Everyone else is, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so easy to get into a rabbit hole of being hard on yourself. And so I guess end message is, don't give up. It's fucking okay to have an off week. It's okay to have an off 2 weeks. It's okay to have an off month. But oh, there's a phone ringing. For fuck's sake, it's my mom's phone. You ruined my mojo. But yeah, it's okay. I can't focus with that. Okay, now that so rude interruption is already gone? Okay, now that oh so rude interruption is done, I'm gonna continue what I was saying. So, I was just saying that, you know, it's okay to have off weeks and to, you know, be fucking human, have feelings, feel down. Like I said in my contrast video, that's what makes the happy times more happy. It just matters that we remind ourselves that we're not robots, and that, you know, you can also recover from that. You can recover from feeling like a failure. You know, you're gonna have moments where you feel like a failure and where you feel like you're the fucking bossest ass bitch in the whole world. At least that's how my life works. And so yeah, just remind yourself that. I need to remind myself that. And you know, I hope this video helps you guys show that even though I make a lot of videos on like, you know, reflecting and being positive, I am not the most positive person at all time, you know? Like I said, I do worry a lot and I hate it about myself. Anyways, I'm not gonna go off on that tangent again. I do want to include a comment at the end of the video, because if you guys don't know, I'm gonna start now including a comment from a subscriber in the end of my video, like a top comment kind of thing. So the first comment I want to include is by Ronja Lisette. She is Norwegian, that's why I said it like that. Ronja Lisette? Or, I don't know. She said on my last, no, not my last video, my last Motivation Monday video, she just said, I absolutely love the positive energy you have. And to that, I just want to say thank you. I love it when I get positive comments like that. It just warms my soul, and I want to show my appreciation back to you guys. So thank you for that comment, Ronja. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. If you guys liked it, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel if you think you'll like my other content. I also do have a playlist of Motivation Makeup Monday. I can put here for you guys if you guys want to watch it. I also have other playlists in the description bar below. Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Mera Kristina if you want to. And other than that, have a great day. Be kind to yourself. You're human. I've said that a million times. We all know I'm not an alien, okay? At this point, we've all established that. So, have a great day. Bye. If you're new here, I don't know why that just sounded weird. If you're new here, my name is Mera. But basically what Motivation Makeup Monday is